Hey guys, it's Jack. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Paper Mario 1000-Year Door, where we have been stranded on Keelhaul Key, home of the pirate ghosts. Mostly thanks to this guy's wonderful business decisions as he stands here grinning at me like an idiot. You know, like fighting with the crew and not showing any leadership when the ghosts showed up and inciting chaos and kind of selling for Keelhaul Key against all recommendations anyway. Yeah, not impressed with you, Flavio. You're not a good man. But anyway, it has been left to us to go and explore the island. We're missing 3 of our crewmates. Of course, Flavio's not gonna do anything about it. So, we're off to find out what happened to Bobbery and at least 2 others. We don't know who the other 2 are, but I suspect one of them might be that rather familiar looking fellow that was on the prow of the ship that we're not supposed to know anything about, but it's rather obvious who he is. So even though it's obvious, I'm not gonna have any spoilers. We'll find out who he is in due time, of course. Alright. A lot of these enemies we actually already know. And we got Head Rattle. Execute superbly to confuse enemies. We got the title for some of these enemies. There's a curd shell. Actually in the Pit of 100 Trials. So we may not be do too much tattling. Because we already know that there are green fuzzies and flower fuzzies. And we got a pow block. Thank you. Actually, pow block does sound like the thing to use right now. Actually, you know what I should do? And a coin. Well, this is the first time I think I've seen them throw 2 things that close together, and both of them were good. I'm gonna go ahead and quick hammer, and then you use the pow block, and then whatever's left we'll deal with, which should just be nothing. I'll take 2 damage to wipe everything out in 1 turn and get a ton of star points. Now I really like Keelhaul Key. There is some backtracking to be had, but it's not nearly as bad as Twilight Town is. And I always like the tropical island level. Ah, there is a new enemy. The tropical island level is always fun. It usually deals with Yoshis, you know, this one doesn't. And I like the idea of going into a pirate base, which is something that we're going to do. This is actually thematically, again, not my most favorite level, but it is definitely a refreshing change of pace after Twilight Town. Alright, Putrid Piranha. That's a putrid piranha. It's a poisonous piranha plant. That color is totally sickly. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 0. It bites, and it attacks with super rank poison breath. Breath mint table 4. If you get poisoned, your HP will slowly go down, so, you know, try not to. Thanks for the help. Lucky. I'll take that. I'm gonna go for Mario. Good. Okay, so you're not gonna be useful out here, probably. I could use that earthquake. Yeah, why not? We actually haven't seen one of these. It's not real impressive. It does a lot of damage, but visually it's not impressive. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swap partner back to... Let's go to Coops. And there's the poison attack. How long are we poisoned for? 9. Maybe 9 is just the default for poison. Not that poison's that big of a deal. It only takes off 1 each time. So it's easy to negate. If you have like a happy heart or something like that. The one thing I don't like about poison is it makes Mario do his danger stance, which is a little bit confusing. But overall, it's not that bad. Now, putrid piranhas kind of do shock a bit because they tend to attack you out of nowhere, and unlike normal piranhas in the Boggy Woods, they're actually kind of hard to see. That yellow and red spot actually works quite well as camouflage with all the other color going on around here. So yeah, sometimes they'll just sneak up on you, and you really won't have a clue what hits you until it's too late, because there's a whole bunch of stuff on the screen that you're paying attention to. Your eyes are very busy. That's why I'm kind of smacking my hammer like a madman trying to get the first strike, because it's actually really valuable. I will say that this island is actually going to end up being a lot shorter than, what was the island in Paper Mario? I don't know if I had a name. But anyway, Yoshi's Island in Paper Mario is a real long, deep island. This one's not. It's only about 3 or 4 screens wide. You don't go too deep into it. There's just a lot of back and forth. But because it's so short, the back and forth doesn't feel bad. That's the important part. Twilight Town was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 probably screens long when you got down to it. So going back and forth in Twilight Town all the time really did feel bad, especially when you're doing it 3 or 4 times. Whereas here, it definitely does not. It's a little bit annoying with this part, but it's not horrible. I see a suspicious shadow. Do I need to hit that from below? Looks like I do. There we go. Oop. Apparently that's a multi-block. And I missed most of those coins. Oh, got a star piece though. My coin count has kind of taken a pretty big hit. Now I can pull out Yosh! I'm definitely actually looking forward to going back to the Pit of 100 Trials because it's worth it for the money. Okay. Nothing in here. I'll get that Shine Sprite on the way back. Ooh! I will take the Thunder Rage now. Drops enemies on all lightning on all enemies and stuns them. I don't know why I do this first thing in the morning. Obviously I can't read. These cursed ghosts, blast it all. By Bobbery's blotches, is that Mario over there? You're alive, old boy. Right, you came just in the nick of time. Get these 2 out of here this instant. Huh? But what about you, Admiral? You gotta get out of here too. Just leave it to me, eh? I'll keep these ghouls busy while you get out of here. Please, that's an order. Let me do what I must do. Now away with you! Ah! And then he proceeds to get the crap beat out of him. Well, Bobbery here thinks it's the right thing to do, so what are we waiting here for? Oh god! Oh, Bobbery, please forgive our cowardice. We up and left you and everything was happening so quickly. Forgive us. God, eh? Excuse me, but I'd better be going also. And hey, you out there in front of the TV, yeah, I'm talking to you. It may be pretty obvious to you who I really am, but no telling Mario, or else. You out there in front of the TV? Did this guy go nuts or what? It's a mystery. We'll never know who he is. I don't know who he is. Do you? Kind of feel like Dr. Hibbert pointing at the TV screen in the Who Shot Mr. Burns episode. Okay. Good. I made it. You go down there, I go up here. It's actually kind of tricky. Yay! Struck first. Other than putrid piranhas and those ghosts, I don't think there's any new enemies that we've seen, or that we're going to see. Which is good for me, because as much as I like tattling, it does slow down... It does slow down the battles quite a bit when I have to tattle for new enemies. I like just coming in here, wiping out enemies in one go, and then we go on our merry way. And wow, our audience is full of booze. Just saw that, like, there are boos everywhere. Fortunately, boos don't tend to throw items, but they will make your enemies invisible. They can also make you invisible, we've seen that before, but... Who we got? Shy Guys and Dry Bones. I'm probably not going to get any good things out of this one. Let's just wrap it up as quick as possible. And unlike a lot of other sets, the jungle set does not collapse that easily. It's got basically 3 layers, right? It's got that front layer with the vines and the tree roots. Then it's got the middle layer that's actually the trees and everything, and then it has the background layer. So usually when you're using like your your quake hammers or anything that affects the stage, you have to do it twice before you're in danger of being crushed. Like if you do it once, just the little vines collapse, and then after that, if you do it again, you may get the rest of the stage to collapse and do damage. So it's not going to be as bad as it was in Twilight Town. Also, there's no fog here. I've never seen fog in this area except until we get into the volcano, which is really good for me. I love not having to deal with the fog. Admiral Bobbery, whatever happened to him? Alright, I just talked to you. Oh, Bobbery. Ah, you're still alive. Well, we have some fortune left. Such relief for Flavio. I thought some jungle beast was snacking on you. Well, everyone is accounted for. Now wait one moment, am I wrong, or are we still one man short? That's right! Bobbery sacrificed himself to save us from the ghosts! Please, we've got to go back and help him! What lunacy bursts from your mouth? The Admiral lives, what fortitude! Mario, front and center, I entrust you with the mission to save our dear Admiral. Alright, so now we have to go all the way back. But like I said, it's actually pretty easy. Plus, we got this Shine Sprite, and we unlocked the shortcut, so it should just be a straight shot, right? There is also something that you're going to want, actually 2 things that you're going to get along the way. And I'm going to hopefully show them to you so we make sure not to miss them. Go ahead and Quake Hammer. Getting them now will save you a lot of time and effort, so I'm going to do my best to remember where they are so I can point them out. One of them deals with that pipe we actually saw on Bobbery's screen on the bridge. Remember that there was that pipe in the background? We're going to need to find out where that pipe hooks up, because what's out there on that island is definitely something that will speed things along. Also, in the bridge, there is a little path that you may not think you can access, but If you pay attention, you can. I actually did not want to do that. I will release my frustrations here. And you can see that the stage is very stable. Oh no! I wanted to gulp, not ground pound. I'm not paying attention to anything. It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. You're gonna divide. That's okay. As much as I might deserve being hit by that, I would prefer still not to. Alright, quick hammer will finish everything off. Not quite. Alright, this time, gulp. There we go. Pew! Did we get a level out of it? We do! Nice! Just enough. Alright. So, let's see. I think, yeah, HP is... Actually, we kind of have our choice, don't we? I think we finally reset back to everything being equal. Actually, no. We need the FP. And then we'll go back to BP, then HP. I think that's the correct pattern. It's been a while since I have done things out of order. I need to remember if I've actually caught up or not. I think I might have. I think the next one will be BP, then HP. Hopefully. Also, let's try to get through this. Here we go. This is always a tricky part for me. I don't like Yosh on tiny platforms. Especially since all the platforms are set so that you have to be on the very edge before you use this flutter jump to get across. I always manage to screw that up pretty badly. Alright. So you see that down there? Well, it doesn't look like it, but you can slip through these slats right here. Actually, this one might be easy to go around. Oops! Alright, let's try the stairs. Mario, stairs. You know how they work. There we go. I am bad at flutter jump. I just... Really? All the way back up here? Really? There we go. And there's the pipe that we're looking for. Perfect. Come over here and hit this hammer. You'll get a or hit this with the hammer, you'll get a coconut. Fruit from a tropical island. To be honest, it ain't tasty. You can get 2 of these. I recommend you go ahead and get them both. You're gonna need at least 1. But we're obviously gonna be cooking with them, so might as well stock up while we're here. And I did not hit the button. Please don't put me all the way back there! Okay, you can put me back up there. Thank you. Alright, here we go. And that's what I was afraid of. That's why I keep hopping off of Yosh. Yosh! This is where I just die to fishes. This is how it happens. Thank you! We're done. Mario, get off. Alright, now let's go get the other very important thing that you can also get by sliding through the slots. And this is really clever, because it's really not obvious that you can do this. You got ice power, makes Mario damage proof when jumping on fire enemies. We're gonna go ahead and equip that. Badges, let's see. Ice power just takes 1. So, what do I want to give up for that? I'll give up Happy Heart for now, I think. And that'll give me multi-bounce and ice power. Not only does it make you damage proof when jumping on fire enemies, I believe it actually does extra damage to fire enemies, so it's going to be really useful for the upcoming fights. And of course, there's a shine sprite hidden right there. So this is how Legend of the Sea meets its end, eh? You treat them. Alright, let's go ahead and finally get the title for these guys. Oh, I'll take that Volt Shroom, thank you. Swap partner, Goombella. Tattle. That's an ember, sort of a pale blue flame spirit. Kinda spooky. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 0. Of course, since this thing is a flame, touching it will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? Looks like it's susceptible to ice or explosive attacks though, so that's something. If you get hit by a flame attack, you'll catch fire, so try to guard well. Now, fire is actually easier to deal with than poison because it happens over fewer turns. So all you really have to do is just pay attention and make sure that your HP isn't too low. Really, other than like froze and sleepy and dizzy, the status effects in this game aren't that bad. And yeah, we're doing extra damage because we have the ice power badge on, which is why you want to go ahead and get that. It is really good. Don't miss it. It's not much extra damage, but it's 1, and that's a lot. Oh, multi-bounce scout. And look at that. Done in 2 turns. Alright, anything over here before I rescue him? Ooh, this looks interesting. Okay, come on down. Oh, the pain of it all. Oh, Mario, old boy. I guess this bloke's got me a bit better than I thought. Mario, please hear my last request. I must thank you for taking me out to sea one last time. But there is one thing I need before I go to my rust. Chocola-Cola. I was saving that one bottle, my last memory of Scarlet, to celebrate reaching here. I saw it among the flotsam drifting towards the island, so it must be somewhere. If I might have just one sip before my final voyage. Oh, get me that Chocola-Cola, old boy. Alright. We will get you your soda, I guess. Next time! Is Bobbery going to die? Probably. But we will fulfill his last request. He did help us out. He deserves it. So next time, we'll find out where that Chocola-Cola is, and I'll see you then. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. As always, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you let me know. Give me your likes, leave me comments, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a great day. Later.